Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Pirates will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. Nice move there. And some room to work. Oh, he got loose. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll throw it. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physical.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give out of the gun. Oh, they knock it free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Now on the move. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it! Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Line gets set, first down. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And they're able to make the tackle.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get the first through the air. He unleashes a long one. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
East Carolina, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Fast motion from the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Catch in the middle. It's Harvin. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They keep attacking through the air, trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Give to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to scramble. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He's got his man. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
Off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
29 Philly. 2.
They'll throw it on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The official says no good. They throw the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Kick it away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Buying some time. He looks that one in nicely. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up with those big plays.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pirates. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers.
He's off to the races. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. He'll take it himself. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
Man, as a defense, your eyeballs get so big when that QB takes off and runs. And what great effort by the quarterback to lay out, but the defense does a great job getting to him, getting him on the ground, stopping him short.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas, 35. East Carolina, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Good timing on the quick out. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
To the air on first down. They're trying to get to him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got his man to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. With the catch, it's Harvin. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He caught it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Now adjusting. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
East Carolina, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Gonna run it. It's Trevino. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
East Carolina, 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. Pulled down for the tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Takes the easy one to the back. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harvin. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Keeps the legs moving. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the lone running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. They'll line up to go for 2. He'll try to slam it in. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
and a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. This is a designed run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to...
He's going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Going up top on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Touchdown, East Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
East Carolina, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it down the left side. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.